What's up, guys? I wanted to do a video about boxers that cut weight. Now, that weight cutting is something that a lot of fighters do, to make weight. But I have a problem with fighters that use weight cutting to basically get the size advantage over their opponent. Like, let me give you an example. I think it was like, I want to say 5-6 years ago, Arturo Gatti had a match with, I don't know who he was fighting, but I think the fight was supposed to be at 140 pounds. Now, on the day of the weigh-in, both Arturo Gatti and the guy he was fighting, they made weight 140 pounds. But on the next night, on fight night, Arturo Gatti put on like 20 pounds overnight, and his opponent only put on maybe 3 or 4 pounds at the most. And when that guy found out that Arturo Gatti had put on 20 pounds overnight, he really didn't want to fight him because he felt that he was at a disadvantage. And I guess he was, because Arturo Gatti ended up knocking that dude out in 3 or 4 rounds. But that's just a perfect example of what I don't like about weight cutting, when you have naturally bigger fighters dehydrating themselves to make weight and then rehydrating overnight to have like a 20-pound weight advantage over their opponent, which doesn't really seem fair. Like, take me for example. I'm 5'7", and my natural body weight when I'm in shape is about 155 pounds, maybe 160 pounds. So if I was a fighter, being in the junior middleweight division, I could fight at junior middleweight or middleweight. I can be somewhere I could fight at 155 or 160, because that would be my natural weight class. Now, wouldn't that seem kind of cheap if I dehydrated myself to make like 140 pounds, and then I rehydrate overnight and be at a natural 160, and my opponent is maybe at like 142, 143 pounds? That seems kind of unfair to me. And Joshua Clottey, that's another guy. Looking at him, he does not look like a welterweight. As big as he is, he looks like a middleweight. He looks like he can fight at middleweight or above. But he cuts weight to fight at welterweight, where he can have a natural size advantage over his opponent. Didn't it seem kind of odd to you that when he fought Pacquiao, that, okay, on the weigh-in, he made weight 147 pounds, but Joshua Clottey didn't want nobody to know how much he weighed on fight night. He kept that a secret. And I thought that was kind of weird. So I'm thinking he must have put on, like I said, 20 pounds. So Pacquiao, who is a fighter that he struggles just to maintain welterweight, his usual fight weight now is 145 pounds. But he has to eat a lot just to keep that weight on, because when he trains, he burns that weight off, and he has to constantly keep eating to maintain that weight. But like I said, Joshua Clottey, there's no damn way he should be fighting at welterweight. He should be fighting at middleweight. He should be fighting Kelly Pavlik or Sergio Martinez or somebody like that. He shouldn't be fighting these dudes at welterweight. Like I said, it's just something that's been bothering me. Weight cutting. You got fighters, you got middleweights pretending to be welterweights. It just seems kind of cheap to me. That's why I like fighters that fight at their natural weight. Like, look at Winky Wright. He's a natural 154-pound fighter. I ain't never seen Winky Wright cutting weight, fighting at 140 pounds. He always, because he knew what his natural weight was. He was a natural 154-pound fighter in the prime of his career. It's like I said, weight cutting doesn't seem, and then weight cutting isn't even healthy. dehydrating yourself, that's not even healthy to make weight. If I was a fighter, I would fight in my natural weight class, which is 155, 160. All that cutting weight to make 140 pounds, that's bullshit. And I don't like it when I see other fighters doing the same thing just to get the natural size advantage over their opponent. So tell me what you guys think. What do you think about weight cutting? Do you think it's okay? Or do you think it's not okay? Personally, I don't like it. That doesn't seem fair to me. Well, that's all I got to say about that, and I'll see you guys later.